Live from Philadelphia, this is Good Day.
Synthetic drugs are a growing problem among teenagers and young adults. But just this week, the news came out that Demi Moore was rushed to the hospital after allegedly using some people call them fake drugs, synthetic drugs. So let's talk about it.
Yeah, we do. So we decided to bring in Dr. Barry Logan this morning. He's the National Director of Forensic Services at NMS Labs. It's in Willow Grove. So he's here now to talk more about this growing trend. I didn't realize there are like 14 different sites on the web that you can get some of these things. I had no idea.
Yeah, there are hundreds of different sites now, and the drugs are available both online but also in local stores, convenience stores, truck stops. They're quite readily available.
Well, just for the commercial, Chanel and I were talking about a lot of kids over the internet are ordering up incense. You know, you think of it in the sticks that you would, you know, let it grow. But look at it, you can order it like that. It comes in
like
little packets. Incense. What are the kids doing with the incense? Are they smoking it?
Yeah, the incense is the same as the synthetic marijuana. What it is just regular plant material, herbal material, crushed leaves, plant stems, petals that's put in little foil packets. It's actually sprayed with the chemicals. The plants themselves don't have the drug in them.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, because it's something that parents should be worried about, but it's what's on the actual plant, or what?
That's right, and they're sold as incense products, which is designed to disguise their real use, but the real purpose of them is to put them in cigarettes or in water pipes or in bongs and smoke them the same way you would smoke marijuana.
Okay, so maybe while the kids are at school, go into their room, and we'll just give you an example of what this stuff looks like. If you see these packets laying around the house, you might want to investigate. Check this one out here.
And where can you get these, like these, for example, the ones you brought in? These are from the internet, or these are just local places?
There's a mix. Some of them are from local stores, novelty stores, head shops, smoke shops.
Okay, there's another one there.
You know what I thought was surprising is Mike kind of shows some of these. What did I see? It says, according to the National Institute for Drug Abuse, 1 in every 9 high school seniors reported using just any kind of a drug in the last 12 months, or what was that statistic? Did you see that?
I haven't seen that specific statistic, but that's probably any drug. There's probably a smaller percentage are using these because they're still relatively new.
There's one called Rush.
That is just insane. And why is it that law enforcement officers are having such a tough time with this? Is it because you can just get them, you know, they're so readily available, or what's the challenge here?
Well, part of the challenge is that the material is sprayed with different chemicals, and as soon as law enforcement or the federal government moves to schedule one of these or to make it illegal, the factories in the East and China and Russia that are making these chemicals and importing to the United States can change very slightly the structure of the chemical. So it still has the same effect on the brain, but it's questionable whether it's illegal or a controlled substance, yeah.
What about, now we also hear about these bath salts. What is that?
They're attractive to the same group of users, but they're more similar to stimulant drugs, more like amphetamines or ecstasy than they are to the marijuana.
Like an upper instead of
exactly
more depressive marijuana.
Yeah, they cause the euphoria, the excitement, increased heart rate, pulse, blood pressure, make people feel good, helps them
And you would
relax.
ingest that through a bong, or is that, you smoke that too, or do you snort it?
The bath salts are usually snorted, or they can be taken orally. There have been some reports of people injecting them also.
Well, you're not a psychologist, but what's your thought for parents who are watching? Is this one of those things where, you know, you have to just talk to your kid and say, listen, I mean, you know, because we've been doing this for years, it's just a different drug. Mike mentioned that earlier. I mean, you know, every year there's something to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the dangerous thing, or the worrying thing about these synthetic products is that they are sold as, they're sold over the counter. You can pick them up on the internet. It seems like if they were really that dangerous, then you wouldn't be able to get them so easily. So I think that makes them a little more attractive to kids.
And the kids don't realize either.
That's right.
They can die.
That's right. And they do know that a lot of these things are not tested for in routine drug screens.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, it's another piece of it.
Right, because we're pretty well set up to test for the traditional drugs of abuse, marijuana, PCP, amphetamines, but these are so new that the drug test won't pick them up.
Doctor, good to see you.
You bet. Thanks very much.
Good work
Something
over there.
you should know.
Willow Grove.
Yeah.